Good evening, Novo. What are you doing?
I was wondering if I'd vanish. If I held a green bottle, whether I would actually vanish in the middle of my face. But sorry, very childish.
Welcome to another professional podcast episode of November Foxtrot. We're joined this week by James and Aaron. So, Aaron, if you'd just like to wave. Aaron's the winner of our, I say winner. Aaron was the one selected on our Milsim in a Bag giveaway. And James was the very kind nominator, I guess would be the word.
The nominator.
The nominator.
The nominatee and the nominator.
That's it. Welcome along, chaps.
Thanks for joining us.
Dale.
Well, good evening. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
So, we might as well kick straight in. Do you guys want to sort of introduce yourselves? I mean, obviously, after my glowing introduction, everyone knows who you are.
You go first.
Take it away.
So, I'm James. I've been playing Airsoft for the past 6 years. Started off by doing Milsims in my local site. Then went back to uni and kind of lost the way with it a bit. Then came back to my local area. Got back into it, met some great guys. Made a Milsim team that mainly come to our local site and play around the country. Predominantly the northeast, but also Midlands area, if we can get enough guys to go. All the holidays. So yeah, it's just slowly built up from there. There's like 17 in our team now, something like that. So
Very
it's
nice,
slowly,
mate. Very impressive.
slowly getting there. So
What's the team name?
Team Direwolves.
Oh, Dials. Cool.
Yeah, Direwolves. Got an Instagram account as well. So.
Oh, yeah, I recognise you. I know you
Shameless
fast.
Shameful plug.
Gotta get in there.
Yeah, not even 3 minutes in yet, and he's doing it. He'll be a banner across the screen in a minute. Direwolves.
I mean, Alan did want the flag up behind us.
Oh, you should have done. You're more than welcome to. Yeah.
Well, I'll find your Instagram. I'll put a little post up for you while you're doing it. So, yeah. Aaron, how about yourself?
So me, I've been airsofting for about eight months, maybe 9.
Yeah.
Started going with James. Invited us to a game at Adrenaline. Absolutely loved it. And since then, we've been going to Dirty Dog up in Childon, and I've just been doing day events ever since then.
Okay. And what's a Dirty Dog site, Aaron? Is that like an urban site or forestry, or is it?
It's
a bit of both?
It's completely mixed, really.
It's a complete mixture. It's urban. It's forestry.
There's a full village.
There's a full village as well for like.
Oh wow!
2-story as well.
Yeah, 2-story.
Yeah, 2-story cabins and stuff.
It's
wicked.
I really enjoy the village as well because it's up close and personal with other guys, and it's
really like that. It's too close. Muzzle to muzzle. It's just
Come along, it's all right. It's
too much.
And that's forwarded us into our first innuendo.
What, muzzle to muzzle?
Well, I immediately thought tip to tip.
That's good. Yeah, as soon as I do that, Mike just instantly thinks docking. And I'm like, no, just stop.
We did tips at your wedding, didn't we? With swords, by the way.
Swords.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, right, all right.
Yeah, pork sword. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted swords at my wedding and I wasn't allowed them.
I had a
That's
lot of swords at my
understandable.
wedding. I even cut my cake with a sword at my wedding.
Oh, that's
Fantastic.
pretty cool.
A month ago.
I think I saw them pictures actually on Facebook. Yes, very impressive.
Yeah.
Mate. Nicely done.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Epic.
But to be fair, Mike, you did turn up in a military vehicle though, didn't you? So that's.
I had a military vehicle and Napoleonic naval jackets. That was pretty cool.
There you go. A right mixed bag of military history throughout the years.
I really wanted a sword.
Yeah.
So obviously, Aaron, you've got the bag there. Do you want to run through some of the contents?
So
Where do we start?
but yeah, James is going to be the assistant here, and he's just going to just go for the ration pack there first.
Yeah.
So again, it's very nicely packed, but and I haven't got it out because I probably wouldn't get it in. Thanks, Lance. But a nice bulky ration pack
With some chem lights as
and
well.
some chem lights as well.
There's all sorts of bits and bobs in there.
Which I was impressed. But there's all sorts of lovely bits and bobs in there.
Heat pack as well.
Yeah, there's heat packs for your gloves in your pockets. Everything. So
I was chastised before we started that there's no swish in the Milsim in the bag. So
not by me, by the way, by James.
No,
I
James.
really not.
I was intrigued. I never seen it. I was like, I'm looking forward to seeing this switch.
You can only please some
No
of the people
swish.
some of the time, can't you?
Yeah, if
No,
you get in touch with a guy called Ragerfire, well, he's got plenty of swish, so I'm sure he'd be happy to send
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
he'd be happy to send some your way.
I've not sent him in the chat yet, so he might not
No,
be
he
here.
hasn't. No, he might have to listen back, and I'll get a message later on.
Yep. Handy little first aid kit as well, because I'm clumsy and I will probably cut something open and come away with a limb missing or something. So that's more than handy for me.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should square you away.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
especially the burns
Maybe
one.
for an hour.
Yeah. I have a
Oh,
terrible...
there it is.
Hey.
I thought I got away with that then. I'm just going to get a listen now. You're a dead man.
Paul's also asked if there's any blue ribbons. I can't remember if we've got any of those.
No blue ribbons.
Ah.
I think there were a couple, but it was very it sapped a lot of my energy packing the bag up, so I think I might have eaten them.
Might burn them with a buffer.
Yeah.
Got some roller paracord as well. Couple of mess tins with some
My favourites.
nice
3-in-1
coffee.
coffees. Oh, they are the business.
And some
Yeah, it's a firelighter fuel.
firelighter fuel, which will be more than handy, especially for the campfires and,
Yeah.
and things like that. But yeah, there was just to be honest, it's blown me all away. The amount of gear puts in there, it's just I'm not one for being left speechless, but honestly, with everything that was in there, it's blown me right away. Bivy bag as well, which will be more than handy.
Yeah.
That's
For those times you aren't bothered with it.
Yeah, for those times
for your sleeping bag, your waterproof cover that'll go over your DOS bag sort of thing.
Yeah. And we didn't know what this was.
That will be your self-inflating mattress.
Ah.
You sounded like the aliens from Toy Story then.
Yeah.
The claw.
Right, good to know. So not to leave that at home when we're camping.
Yeah.
That's it, exactly.
Then-
Yeah.
10 pegs.
They're the business ones as well. So they're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got them out before. These are.
Put them out and have a look at them.
not a beast. Oh yes.
Yeah.
They are. Pegs are.
Handy kebab skewers as well if you get caught.
Yeah.
And barbecue tongs, if you
That's
forget
it.
those.
Yeah.
Barbecue tongs. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to. Trust me, when you haven't got any barbecue tongs, you could use whatever you can get hold of. And 10
Oh
pegs
mate,
are
yeah.
really
She's
good.
nearly at the fan at events. We forgot the songs.
And there's the obviously all the camping stuff as well. The poles for the
You bash your bowls yet?
bash poles.
tent.
Nice.
And then there's a headlamp in there.
There's the tent.
Yep.
Is this the Danish one?
Yeah.
That's the basher. That's your DPM
Oh, that's
basher.
the basher.
Yeah, that's your basher. That's
Fancy.
obviously brand spanking. Never seen the light of day, I don't think. So that's
Ground sheet. Always need a ground sheet.
yeah, that's your German infantry ground sheet. Swear by them. Really good.
My dad used to actually when he'd go fishing and stop overnight. That's all he'd get. Them German ground sheets.
Yeah.
We've even got some camo paint in there as well.
Yeah, camo paint.
It's,
Yeah.
which is pretty handy. Just a little storage.
Oh, yeah,
box.
that's a fully
Waterproof.
waterproof case. That is. So you can
Yeah,
get bits and bobs in there, batteries or a firelighting kit or whatnot. I've got a couple of them. Myself in my kit. So
No, was it what was the monocular? Was there?
Oh, yeah.
I just had a message from Sherwood as well. Is there a list of everything in the kit, Lance, so people might be able to copy?
no, but we can certainly do that. That wouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah.
I can put
Binocular as well.
Oh, there's quite a few people.
Yeah.
Can you
that's a good
post
bit
a
of
list
kit,
of
that, mate.
contents? Yeah.
Good bit of kit.
Definitely.
So when you get to your Milsims, Aaron, and you'll be putting like into a sort of like a recce roll. Find yourself a nice little light up position, mate. Got the binocular there. Always good for
Yeah,
like
mate.
intel, bits and bobs like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice piece of kit.
Yeah. Be surprised. Headlamp. Can't go wrong with a
it
headlamp.
is. Yeah, that's it.
There's
Bang
the
on the
headlamp.
kit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the one I couldn't open.
That was
The one that I found extremely difficult.
That is your
It's
gas
stove.
burner, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
stove top. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the best of both worlds there, chaps. You got your gas burner there, and you got your Dragon fuel blocks for your little fold-out hexi burner as well.
Aye. Yeah.
So you can use that, which is
Again, another fantastic bit of kit.
Now to see if we can ever get back in the box.
yes.
It's always one of these things, isn't it? It's like,
He was trying to get into it earlier, and he was like, "Have you got into this?" I was like, "Yeah, I got into it last night. Just had a couple of minutes fun just watching him getting into it. It was amazing."
So yeah, I think you said earlier you had everything all out on the floor, didn't you? At one point. I think you
Yeah,
said
everything was out on the floor, and initially I thought the way the bag was packed, I thought a woman has packed that bag. But no, Lance must take all the credit for the packing.
God, so you make me blush. Oh.
Oh, to be fair, if I'd have packed it, it would have ended up in like twice the size, very badly packed.
If
Some of it would have
Michael
arrived
packed
3 weeks later.
He'd have had to donate another Bergen.
yeah.
Well, I had to use the smaller backpack just to make sure everything was in a bag because I couldn't repack it.
I zip some bits up.
Stop it coming out. And this will be very handy for day events. It's,
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, you got your little patrol pack there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect little assault pack.
Great piece of
Fantastic.
You use something similar, don't you?
Yeah, I use the same one as well
Yeah.
for every event I go to. It's always with me.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one to take out of me daily. I've got like one for work. It's got just bits and bobs and that in it just to keep handy. Do you know what I mean? So I've always got a bag like that on me, regardless of where I'm going. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Usually end up putting loads of shit in there that I've got to carry for the kids because they're like, "Oh, I'm too hot now. Can you wear my coat in there?" Then the missus will be like, "Can you put my drinks in there?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes."
Yeah.
Yes, because it
That's why you never carry a bag. Always be the one with the
Exactly.
stuff and not the bag.
It's a nightmare. They're like
It is,
400
yeah.
yards ahead of me, and I'm like behind going. They're like, "You're right." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute." Just carrying all
Yeah,
that crap.
just
in
carrying
my
all
bag.
your stuff.
And yeah, there's just loads of it. There's some pouches, and obviously there's the
Hammock.
hammock, the sleeping
yes.
bag. There's just,
Yeah.
like I said, it's immense the amount of stuff.
The bag. Day sack.
Yeah,
The ration bag.
the ration bags.
Yeah, so that's a new issue kit. That's a little presents, some little
Yeah.
secretly bits and bobs in there. So that's obviously a new issue ration pack storage bag. There's a couple of other bits of similar to that in there for like
Yeah.
kit and things like that.
Bigger ones.
There you go. Yeah.
Just, yeah, I'm just blown away by
Nothing will ever be wet.
it. No,
Exactly that.
Everything will be completely dry forever.
No, it needs to get filthy. I want scratches and tears and rips all over that kit
Yeah,
before the year's out. It needs to be used.
mine it will be.
And then again, 2 canteens as well.
Not-
The canteens.
Sorry,
They're canteens.
that canteen. No, water bottles.
Water bottles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you. God,
No,
jeez.
too late.
Good. Anyway, well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Oh, blimey. There's a few little comments.
So that's the
Chat. So Jade says the stuff in here is amazing. So much stuff.
There it is.
Mike says make sure you get all your outdoor stuff waterproofed. That's a good shout.
Yeah,
Um, I think Fab Seal Gold's the go-to at the moment, isn't it?
I need to buy some.
Well,
as well, so.
that's what I use. Yeah, the old 5 litre tins off Amazon. I think it's about $23.99 for a 5 litre tin of Fab Seal Gold, and you get yourself the little pressurised weed killer spray bottle things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill her up and just.
Need one.
Nice one.
Ray says he was a little late. Turned on to hear his name and the word swish. Which of you gents is the winner? So do you want to just yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's me, Aaron.
Mark's already said, so when are these lads going to join us for a Milsim with the Punishers?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's
So-
really
so-
arranged.
so-
As soon as we can get there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, neither of us drive either.
No.
Well, I ain't coming
Like-
to pick you up. That's what you're asking.
Damn. I have to hop on the megabus at some point and just
That's
like
it, yeah.
8 hours down on a bus.
Fully camoed up as well.
Yeah.
Just sitting there ready.
Yeah. It's like a deployment bus.
Like Brewer jumped in straight in after that and said, "Why would they want to join the second place team?"
Whoa.
Les says, "Well done, mate, on being chosen." Mark says, "Lance knows how to pack things into small holes."
Hey!
No.
Harry says the murder/rape red is the way forward. We've got to just call it murder bag. We can't call it the rape bag. I'm sorry for that blunder last time, but it's a murder bag.
It's a murder bag.
Yeah.
Which is equally as terrible, but not quite as bad, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then Paul and Rage have both jumped on the whole canteen thing. So Paul's pointed out it's a 58 pattern water bottle. It's a water bottle, not a bloody canteen.
That needs to go on the back of a t-shirt, I think.
Yeah.
It's not a bloody canteen.
I'll get one made. For that, I'll just get one made and just have it on me.
That's it, yeah.
That'll
do.
Yeah.
Just a silhouette of the 58 pattern bottle as well there.
Yeah. Yeah, which is the American one crossed out in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do this now, aren't I? Oh, patch.
That's it, yeah, well, that's it now. Yeah, what pictures now?
Yeah.
Patches.
Put me down for one. I'll have one.
Yeah, I'll have one of them.
Yeah.
Andy Bob said, "Is that going to be the next giveaway? A Mike murder bag?" I think it's going to have to be.
I think
I
you
think
might have
probably-
to. I think you've dug yourself a hole that's so big now you can't really get out of it.
We might have to do a Christmas murder bag giveaway.
Yeah. We could change it to festive though, couldn't we? Because it's red.
Well, it is festive. We'll just put some tinsel around it. It'll be fine.
It could be
Festive
Father
murder bag.
Christmas's special sack full of goodness for you.
And on that note, so James, do you want to we'll go into the nomination a little bit, because obviously we had quite a lot of nominations that came through, but I don't want to kind of just like paraphrase too much, because it's it was your nomination. So if you want to talk about a little bit of that, and then Aaron, if you want to sort of jump in after him, and we can sort of elaborate on all of that, really.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I've known Aaron for about
That long, yeah?
Yeah, about 18 months.
Yeah.
About 18 months, because both our wives played rugby together. And so I was watching from the sidelines, and so was Aaron. And over time, I got to know Aaron really well, because it was over COVID. So him and his wife were part of our bubble, because they lived close by. And we got to know each other very well, didn't we? And I also found out about what he'd been through as well, since really the start of COVID and slightly before. And I was glad that in a way I could be there to be part of his life as well, to help him through it, and to just have a really good friend in the local area, because I'd moved up to this area without really having any local friends, and haven't sort of done the same thing, hadn't you?
Yeah, coming up from Coventry
years.
about 10, 11 years ago. It's
So,
been fun.
and then we'd have been inseparable after then.
Fair play.
Yeah, joined at the hip, and just I'll let you speak more about what
Yeah,
I
met James and Sarah just at the hardest part of my life. It was just at the start. It was my dad was really ill. He was put onto end of life care, and then on February the 8th last year he passed away. And James and his wife Sarah have been an ever present. You know, the support that they've given me, not just me, they've been there for my wife Amy as well, because it's not easy for Amy living with someone with mental health illnesses. So they both give Amy that break. You know, Sarah and Amy play rugby, and they'll go off and do things, and me and James, you know, we've got airsofting in wild camping, you know, so
yeah.
Not only do we do things together, it's nice that we can go away and do our own little thing as well. As for James, nominated me for the Milsim in a bag. That came as a massive surprise. I'm one of these people who I'm quite. I don't know what I do to deserve anything. As far as I'm concerned, there could be 100 people in front of me, and I'll be quite happy being the last person at the back holding the door open for everyone. I'm not. As I said, I'm not sure what I do to deserve what. I mean, James has done. Sitting here now, looking at this, I'm just like, you know, what? Why?
Lots.
What, yeah, it's just lost the words. Yeah, it's and in between losing my dad, there's obviously been COVID. 2 weeks after, well, a few weeks after my dad had died, my gran died, my mum's dad. Then I was in and out of jobs. I wasn't settled in jobs, and right up until 3 months ago, everything just got so heavy again. That I did make an attempt on my own life. I took quite a large amount of codeine and cocodamol tablets. I don't remember it very clearly, apart from I was in the bath, got out the bath and sat in my bed and just burst into tears. But that's all done with now. I've been getting the right help from a peer support group that I attend called Man Health in the Northeast, and I'm getting the right professional help from my community psychiatric nurse, my CPN, who's been an absolute godsend as well. So it's onwards and upwards. I'm not saying I'm cured, because it's going to be a massive thing going forward. I'm always going to have bad days, but it's how I choose to deal with them. So yeah, that's yeah. I just can't thank James enough for the nomination, but James and Sarah as a pair for everything they've done since we've known each other. And my wife does deserve a particular shout out as well, because she's been a rock. You know, we've been married nearly 7 years and together 10 years, and all she's ever known is me have mental health problems. But she sees beyond that. She sees who I really am, and depression, anxiety, and PTSD is part of me. It's not the be all and end all of me.
But it's amazing. Obviously, you can hear from what you've told us there, that you've got the right friends around you, the right family around you. You know, you've got the right support groups, and obviously from a family point of view, and obviously from a professional point of view, it's great that you've secured these sort of resources around you.
Yeah.
To sort of get you through it, mate. So that's really great. It's fantastic to hear. It really is.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Well, I guess they're watching then.
Yeah, but a great big thank you to them too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's not. That, you know, James and Sarah and Amy, they've dug me out of some right shit places, and between the three of them, they've saved my life at times. You know, and I don't think they fully understand that all three of them have, you know, they've kept me here, they've kept me going. You know, it kind of feels like I should have nominated James, really, for everything he's done. But no, it's massively appreciated. So thank you.
But Aaron does also. He doesn't just. We aren't just there to help Aaron. Aaron also helps other people as well.
Right.
So I know that he started this Facebook group, didn't you?
Yeah.
About mental health, to help other people with that situation as well. So, and that has helped people.
It has, yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
And he's also, if anyone ever comes to you, you're always there for them. Like when me and Sarah have had problems with health, Aaron's always been there at the doorstep if you ever need anything, at any time of the day. You've always been there.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing, and that's another reason I wanted to put you forward for this, because it's not just what you've done for you, it's what you've also done for the people, and you deserve that praised for helping other people, even though you've gone through it yourself.
Well, that's a true mate, isn't it? That's a true friend.
Yeah.
You know, you've got your own shit to deal with, but you're willing to help other people out at the same time. You don't come across that often.
It runs into the job I do. I mean, I'm a support worker. I've been a support worker for 17 years, and it's just, it's what I'm comfortable with, and it's what I know best. Is just to help other people through their shit. And like I said, I'm not bothered about myself. If everyone else is all right, then I'm all right. But yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm staying a little bit quiet because I actually had a memorial service for my nan yesterday, and I'm really in the feels at the moment for like losing family members, and it's I've been cutting onions. I'm just going to say I've been cutting onions because it's I can appreciate that it's shit, like losing family members. So
it definitely is. It definitely is. We've all been through it all. I mean, it's got to be 4 weeks now. Obviously, my uncle, who I was super close to, he passed away a few weeks back, and that was sudden, completely unexpected. So that floored the family. So that's, again, things you're dealing with as well as trying to get through day-to-day life. But you've got that sort of cloud hanging over you. But then when you've got pals, we've got things like this. We've got the community that we've got building here that you can sort of rely on and lean on quite heavily at times. It's good to know you've got that support.
Let's face it, if I'm leaning on James, he's going to know about it.
One thing made me chuckle earlier when you chaps were saying that you obviously you were grateful to James, Aaron, for nominating you for the Milsim in a bag. I sort of chuckled to myself. I wonder if Aaron's going to be thinking that in December when it's pissing hard with rain and he's trying to sleep whilst laying in a puddle, just looking over it and going, "Why did you nominate me for this again?"
Yeah, trust me, he won't care.
It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Not at all.
I could just see James looking over at Aaron going, "Okay."
Yeah. Me little rubber duck banging into me tummy off. Got my armbands on.
Yeah, good stuff.
Buried knee high in a foxhole somewhere.
just going to dive into the chat because there's a few questions for you boys. Rage asked if did you say you were a COVID not COVID lad? Lad. Sorry,
no, we're not either of us.
What has this pandemic done to me?
This pandemic's created an entire generation of COVID lads.
You're a Coventry lad.
Yes, I'm from Coventry originally, born and raised.
Cool.
Fair play.
Cool.
He's gone again.
I'm back.
He's back. No, he's back again.
Mark Kettle says it's never easy losing someone. Stay strong, keep pushing forward. Love hearts.
Thank you very much, man.
Mike Brewer, hit me right in the field. Stay strong. You got good people around you. Jade, yo, it's not cool. I'm assuming like the story. I think there's some context there. It's like, oh, it's not cool. Yeah. Ratty says, glad you've been able to get help, mate. Obviously, Sarah Rooney, the wife, said hi. Paul M, glad to hear you're on the mend. It's really helpful talking about stuff like this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a stigma with blokes sort of reaching out and,
Yeah. I mean, it's
stiff
like,
up the lip and all that,
I'm not the smallest bloke, so I'm like 5'11", 27.5 stone. And I was always brought up with, like you said just there, Lance, stiff upper lip and, proper men. Yeah. I'm not that. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and, it's like James said, I read his nomination letter. I sat in the garden and I cried. Because it's...
You're not the only one, mate.
I'll openly admit that, I probably cried more than most men. But that's just part of me, that's just who I am. And if people don't like it, then they know where the door is.
Absolutely, mate, yeah. No, absolutely.
I just want to keep reading these out because they're giving me like a warm, fuzzy feeling in my belly. Just like
oh god, glad you said belly.
Yeah. Jade says, Aaron and James, you're blooming incredible. I'm so glad you're buddies. Obviously, top fellas and true friends.
Thanks.
Harry says, Aaron and James, it never ceases to amaze me how the whole Airsoft community supports each other. We're all here for each other through thick and thin.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mike says, Aaron sounds like a very man thing to say. I'm reading these out because people are clearly taking a lot of time to write these. These are long comments, so I want to make sure people go. Aaron sounds like a very man thing to say. Men in general are crap at talking about feelings. Props to you for opening up tonight as you've done. Takes huge balls. You've got a solid network around you. Make sure you use them.
It is. We are so rubbish at talking in general because we like to bottle everything up, but like a Coke can, it eventually gets shaken and then just explodes.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been in situations throughout my difficulties with mental health where I look back now and think all I had to have done to avoid that situation is just talk to someone. But it's like you say, that's hindsight, mate. You can't look at it. Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you know, nobody's perfect. You know, everyone makes mistakes, and you know, it makes you stronger and you learn from them. Hopefully,
exactly.
Yeah. And sometimes the hardest step is that first step as well.
Yeah.
Of doing it, and it takes a lot of gusto to do it, as it was.
I found that with the peer support group that I attend. With my first night I went along, I spent 20 minutes outside thinking I could just go home. But going forward, it's one of the best things I've ever done. You know, it's a fantastic service.
And another network of friends, no doubt, that you've sort of created there for yourself, which is good. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. But no, thanks for that, mate.
Yeah.
Sherwood, Rick and Fox, the best thing about Airsoft is the people, the friends and the memories you make last a lifetime.
100%.
Yeah.
Andy, I'm not going to read your comment out because it's a perfectly valid comment. It's just I want to steal the information from my own. So, Ray says, "Good lad." I'm from...
with your bloody comments, all right.
No, I will. I'll come back to it.
Shoehorn in Mike's comments. He wants to use them.
Ray says, "Good lad. I'm from Nuneaton. Just spent most of my childhood in Cov." So that's commentary and not COVID.
Yes. Yeah. Just to make that clear.
Yeah, I was the opposite. I spent many a weekend in Nuneaton, actually.
Mark says, nothing wrong with a man crying.
Not at all.
And then Dale's written something so long it's actually cropped off the bottom of my comments list. So just remember, it's absolutely key to put yourself first from time to time. Others around you will understand that. The things a person goes through and the audience is surrounding that person without a clue. It takes a lot to talk about it, and absolutely well done to you for being so forward about it. There are so many options to help when you feel you need it, and well done to you, Aaron, for being such a rock for this fella. We all need that one person, but the more the better. I'm assuming that he says surround your...
Yeah, that's pretty much it, Mike. You've said that
surround
perfectly.
yourself
That was perfect. That's literally what's written.
I'm assuming it's surround yourself with people you can rely on and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
It's cool.
No, thanks, Dale. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right, so going back to Andy's comment. Andy says it's a very good group called Man Down Airsoft Mental Health Support. It's run and supported by Airsofters and has helped not just myself, but a few good people. So I will be putting a link up to that because obviously there's a
I
few
even got
people.
my patch through the door today from them as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. What a segue for that one. Then.
I didn't realise they did patches. That's definitely sparked my interest now.
Yeah, it's a good patch. Listen out.
I think you've made Andy quite cross, Mike, as well, because he's just put at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Hold up, did I just get adminned?
Yeah.
In the nicest possible way, Andy, you did.
It's only because I wanted to come back to it, that was all. But yeah, I'll be putting a link up to that sort of towards the end of the show as well.
It's a very good.
It is.
Of that group's helped a lot as well. I mean, I'm not necessarily very active on the group, but there's a lot of information and things on there that I can take away and
a lot
use
of
for
very
my
helpful
own
people.
Yeah, that I can use for my own self-care and that. So yeah, it's a very good group to get up to.
Yeah.
So Aaron, with your airsoft then, mate, 'cause obviously you've not been doing it as long as what James has. I mean, what sort of made you take your first steps into doing it? Sort of thinking, I'll give it a go. Was it through obviously stories what James has told you, or some vids and bits and bobs you've seen?
Yeah, well, I'd saw quite. heard that James did it, so I just YouTubed a few things to watch, and then James invited me to a game, and I was like, "Oh yeah, of course I'm going to. It's guns, you know, it's shooting people." Yeah,
Duh.
you don't need to ask me twice. You know, and then like there's smoke grenades and flashbangs. I'm like, of course, James.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing bigger. I'm seeing like LMGs, and I'm thinking, I've got to get one of them, James. You know, I mean, what I run with now is very good, but yeah,
You bought a PKM, didn't you?
yeah,
You saw one of them. You're like,
yeah, need one.
Solid.
Of them.
Fair play.
Yeah.
So, you must be terrifying to come across that with a PKM.
I like to think so anyway.
Well, you got hold of a 249, didn't you?
Yeah,
And you went,
249.
It's too small.
Yeah, 249 was too small.
It's like a rifle, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That's his sidearm.
Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
249 in one arm, PKM in the other.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Oh, they could as well.
Could, I would.
Sorry, James. It takes me a little while to set up banners. I just want to make sure I get it all right. So there we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, highly recommend that group. Definitely.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
I've added it to our Facebook page as well, and there'll be a link on our Instagram as well after the show. So, so people are now sharing stories in the chat, which is very nice. So I feel I have to read these out because I want to give everyone a voice on stuff. Paul M says, back a few years ago, my little one, 3 at the time, went through cancer treatment. Playing the odd evening nearby at Bristol indoor site was great for blowing off some steam at a tricky time.
Gosh, I can only imagine.
Exactly.
It's just a real escape, which is what I find. It's just an opportunity for me to switch off for the day from anything and everything, including the wife. You know, it's just me time, but it's me time with a mate and other buddies as well.
Even times when you said like you didn't want or you couldn't go, or
Yeah,
I've been like, you're going.
yeah. Because of my own anxieties, I'm like, should I, shan't I? And I'll be like, James, no, I don't quite fancy it. But it'll drag us out.
You know, he needs it. Like,
Which is, like James said, a lot of the time it's what I need to do. And then when I'm doing it, and James is like, you've enjoyed that, haven't you? Like, no, of course I have. You know, thanks for dragging us out. You know,
And
so,
have you
yeah,
found by the more events you've attended, sort of on like the skirmishes and the battle sims and stuff, mate? Have you found that you've got a bit more control over your anxieties and things like that, and it's been easier? The more you've done it, the easier it's been to go along, and obviously with like, larger groups of people
most
and things
definitely.
like that.
And this is why I'm wanting to go to a weekend event. You know, because I have to dip my toes, so to speak, and you know, see how I get on. And it's something I'm really looking forward to doing. Now I've got all this incredible kit, you know, which again is really, really appreciated.
I'll have to buy it now. Yeah. We'll definitely be finding some Milsims to go to. Hopefully, maybe early next year. It's that time. Yeah.
And we've got no excuses not to wild camp now either. So.
Yeah.
That's exactly that. Even if it's just that little bit of escapism, just to get out for 24 hours under the canopy, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And watch a little bit of Fire TV with a cold beer. You sometimes you can't really beat that, you know.
No, exactly.
Stories in a fire. Can't go wrong.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
You see, this is going to be me sound like a complete knob. When you said Fire TV, I was like, you take a Kindle or something with you, like.
I was thinking of the fire sticks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, I've never seen Lance take one of them Milsim. Like.
Fire TV. When you just fight just got a little bit of dribble like that at the campfire. Like.
No, I know what you meant. It took me just a little while.
I tell you what, Mike, it was like watching one of them coin slot games at Blackpool where you put the 2p in and it goes down and down and down onto the draw.
That's me all over.
Oh, Mike.
I know.
It's been a long day.
So what events are you guys thinking of doing? Just in case anyone might see in the future.
We've got another week event at Dirty Dog again in a couple of weeks' time.
22nd, isn't it?
Yeah.
22nd of August, yeah.
For my birthday one is proper up for look. Should you just say? I'll send you some pictures.
Very nice.
Yeah, I did it last weekend. It was basically a bit what Mike Paul has, sometimes with the Paco hat.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, lovely stuff. Yes.
Well, because I'm going to an event in September for BritTac events, and we're going, and it's the Lone Survivor film.
Right. Okay.
So we're going for the up-force side of that. So it will be full on AKs and hackles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So
Is the blue for that event just literally 4 people, just out of interest?
I think there's 35 people aside.
Right, okay.
Okay.
So if you want to go, it is a 10-hour event, this one, though. So it's not a full weekend. So
Are they doing like you camp the night before for the event to start the next day?
No, but there's a hotel nearby.
So you're going to set up you get all the new kit you've got. You're going to have that all set up in the hotel room.
Yeah.
All that.
We're taking the concrete floors, that's the plan.
Yeah. You'll be in the foyer just trying to bang them fucking pegs in.
Yeah.
We've had a noise complaint.
Yeah.
And there's some smoke coming out of the window.
I don't fancy saying it's all right. It's just me and my mate James banging. That'd be an awkward conversation to have.
But no, we're going to try and, because I don't know when your shifts run, because I'm on shifts and I'm on shifts, so it's trying to get holidays to work around different events and different places. So we will get somewhere.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, soon.
Definitely. Yeah. Like I said, even if it's just some wild camping over a weekend or 24 hours out in the forest somewhere.
If you don't do anything this year, it'd definitely be a fair few camping weekends, wild camping places. Even if it go to Lake District maybe, or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it's a great excuse even just to get out for a walk. You know, take the basher out there. You know, get your jungle knots all tied out. Get proficient in putting it up and sort of making sure you can get it up when you need to.
It helps.
Oh yeah, they're all coming out tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, in the first aid kit, there's several blue Viagra. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There isn't, to clarify, just in case anyone thinks that Lance and I have put some sort of weird kit together.
There absolutely isn't none of that.
Yeah, I wonder what that box was.
Let's just jump into chat for a second. So Andy says, so I don't normally do soppy, but I definitely think this bag has gone to the right person and hope you get out soon with all this new kit, mate.
Thanks very much, Andy.
Hope to see you soon again, Andy, as well.
Andy's also a fellow LMG bod, I guess. So
Yeah. I've been to one outdoor event. Yeah, and that was the South American gang game one.
Tottenham. Was you at Tottenham? Was you?
Yeah, I was at Tottenham. Yeah.
Was you in the Larry shirts and that?
I was the one with the trilby, thingy trilby.
Because we were there. That's a small world.
Right, hang on. Let me ask you a question about that event now. Did you get shot by a sniper?
I have no idea.
No, when there was three. There was
in
three
the
of you.
first 5 minutes when they went, it's going to be a role play event. Walked up the road and then getting shot from several different directions, being shot by 2 teams because it's just
it was late.
It
was late because you look really familiar now. You've said that you look really. There was not an incident. It was a part of the game. Later on in the game, there was 3 of you guys. I'm sure one of you or a couple of you had the trilby at the straw thingy hats, the fedora hats on type thing, and you walked down towards the PMC fob, and a sniper shot 2 of you. You was walking back, and he shot you in the back, 2 of you, and then the guy at the front turned around and hit the sniper. I don't know if that was you. You look familiar though.
Rings a bell. Yeah. The best one was
was me. You medicked me back in, but you didn't, because you shot me, and then you said, "Oh, for a laugh, should we take him prisoner?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm up for it. Why not?" And you medicked me back in, but you didn't isolate any of my guns. So I pulled my pistol out, right? But I didn't realise that the mag had fallen out of my pistol. So I put my pistol out and gone, click. Fuck! You just turn around, all 3 of you. I'm proper dead now.
Yeah. was a good event. That yeah,
It was good. Yeah.
yeah. It was
Nice
really
waking
good.
up just staring at pigs' arses.
The one
every
good
morning.
bit
That was
we were
lovely,
really
that
good
was.
at that was when you lot didn't come into the church. We were really good at that point because I was
I think we were
shouting
trying
around the
to,
block,
weren't
going,
we?
come in the church. Come on,
Oh,
come
that's
in the church. And then no one would. Then
You had old Reverend out the front, sort of waving his arms about.
Yeah, and then but the funny thing was that we had like rigged pyro like on us. We were just under our big shirts. There was just pyro and hidden weapons and bags stashed in the church and all sorts, full of rifles, and nothing happened.
That was a. Do you know what? And it's not a massive site. It's, we can all agree.
Oh, no.
Great, lots of little features and bits and bobs. Not a massive site, but fantastic event. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thoroughly
And,
enjoyed that.
It was a shame because I remember because we camped in the village area for that whole weekend, and we
Right.
came down at that must be about 9 o'clock at night to the normal camping area, and thought, right, we can go down and party with the PMC and task force lot. We got down and everyone was asleep.
No way.
No, Mark
I think it
won't
might
have
be
been.
you, lads, you
Mark
and
Kettles
two of the
wasn't.
people. Or it might have been about 10 o'clock, and we literally walked down, and everyone was asleep.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, I
We're
don't know what
like-
time we crashed out, but I mean, Mark
Well, we
was
were
up till
busy
about
trying to
3,
kill
4
spiders
o'clock.
in our tiny cabin.
Yeah. Yeah, we were trying to
um,
kill spiders, but Mr.
yeah.
Kettles, who's in the chat there, he was awake for most of Friday and pretty much Saturday morning.
On Friday night, we had a full-on rave party with speakers from a van and all sorts.
Nice. JTF for having it large.
But no, it was really
yeah, yeah, in your DOS bag,
good. Yeah.
having a tissue party.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we do
Yeah.
plan on coming down again. It's quite because it's past London. The next one, I think, it's quite a fair way to
Yeah,
go.
you have
From,
That's it. Yeah, passport's ready for that one, chaps.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Coming down that far.
And then we were lucky. We had 18 people or 17, 15 people in our team that went to that event. So most of our team were from the northeast of England.
Right.
I did think all the
It'd
accents.
be
were
like an
really bang on.
invasion.
It really was. It really was. In fact, I think, I've still got a couple of patches that we got made separately. And so I might send a couple over to you. So I've got a couple of
right.
special patches we made for our team as well.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I'll send some over. I found them the other day.
Yeah, good stuff.
Mike's invited you down to an APOC or Octo event. I mean, obviously, we've just talked about the Octo ones. It'd be worth the travel to get to see these chaps. So
Yeah,
Definitely.
Even if we have to get the
we'll
megabus down to a certain area or something, then we'll get there. It's all in backpacks.
Yeah.
It's all going under a
Yeah.
coach. So
That's it, exactly
No,
that,
it's
mate.
definitely
Exactly
Exactly that.
if it's not this year, it's definitely going to be next.
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Got no excuse now.
No,
We'll find an event, middle ground of an event. We'll have to get that map.
Yeah.
We've mate, you done the airsoft site.
just come
map.
to Camp Spa. It's fine.
Camp fucking starter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, can't help but think there's a bit of an advantage to you where you live, James,
Yeah.
compared to where we've got to travel.
It's middle.
You know,
It's middle.
that's going to take me days to get there.
No, we'll definitely come down though, because I really want to go to Apocalypse as well. It sounds
Yeah, good
amazing.
site, mate.
So
Solid site there.
it's constantly on. I'm like, we need to go there. We are going to get there.
Yeah,
All good.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got gunmen have taken over Battle Lakes now as well. That towards
Yeah.
Tunbridge Wells, and they're doing I think are they doing a Friday night camp, Saturday game, Saturday night camp, Sunday game now. I think I've seen an advert, 40 quid for the whole weekend, something
That's
crazy
really
like that.
good. That's really, really
Worth
good.
looking up. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it. But it's probably not. I've completely balls that up more than likely. But there we go.
we just make up
Just
fictional
misinformation.
events.
See, I just make up loads of shit. Really, just say it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
people turning up in the
misinformation.
middle of nowhere and there's nowhere around.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just a bullshit postcode. Send them there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
middle of a field somewhere. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. I'll let some more of the chat come in as well if anybody else wants to ask any questions or anything. While we're doing that, next week we're going to be doing the first of our meet and greet episodes. So exactly what we were just saying about, Milsim is sort of such a small, I say a small community, but you kind of bump into the same people sort of over and over, sort of going to various events. So what we want to try and do is sort of try and build on that community, is get some teams on meet sort of various members of the team, so that you go to an event, you hear a team name, you're like, oh yeah, I know them, I've met them before or whatever. It's a good opportunity to find out about sort of how different teams operate, different loadouts, where they sort of play. So next week we're going to have Reaper 1 on the show. I have just had confirmation from them that they're coming. So it'll be
a spot of luck, wasn't
it? Lance is like, have you?
Now the Reaper boys, they're solid. They're a good bunch.
Yeah. So they'll be on the show next week. Talk to which, Andy has just said, James and Aaron, what was your team name again?
Direwolves.
Direwolves.
Team Direwolves. Andy, we were in the sleeping area next to Art Camp Sparta Dragon's Breath. We were the guys in fleck time and stuff. Yeah.
So I was just waiting to see if Andy came back quickly with a comment.
Yeah. Just be like WTF! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
So is it normally up for sort of events that you guys go to?
Yeah. So none of our guys in our team, we're a team that tries not to run MTP.
Fair enough.
So our main loadout is actually Flectan that we try to run.
Oh.
Because it's different.
Oh, from Andy. Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And so yeah, we try to run greens mainly. We like to be different and stick out and have different camos. Because there's not a full team that runs out in full fleck time.
No, fair enough, mate. No, and it's a great camo pattern. It works well. It works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really, really does. So yeah, the team's good, and we're not like all enthusiastic with all by cry and stuff like that, and all the modern stuff. We started basically where we were. I went to a Milsim with a friend, and we were in a part of a squad with a couple of other guys that didn't really know each other. Then we all went, oh, do you know what? Should we kind of make a squad? We went, oh yeah, go on then. And then from there on, we've grown and grown and grown over the year from our local site. And then at the Octo 8 game that we went to, we had a fair number of guys from further down the country. They've been to more Octo events. They're usually on the Op4 side. So we then got them in the team as well. And so we've got people all over the country that are in the team,
nice.
As well as the Northeast. So, and we really like a social event as well. So like at the Octo event, we'll have like a few drinks and a fire or music on the evening. It's just nice to get together again.
Especially after COVID. Especially like obviously the second night. You do the first 8 hours, and it's sort of like down tools about 5:30. Yeah. You get that time then to sort of reorg, get around the campfire, like you said, get a bit of food on, have a few cold ones, have a chat, and talk a bit of bollocks, and then we'll sort of get ready for the next day. And it's a really nice way of running an event that way. Do you know what I mean? It really is.
I mean, I've met some of my best friends that I know in this area are from the team that I've only got to know through that as well. And it's people that I wouldn't have expected to even know. So yeah, it's a fantastic way to meet people as well. Even ones you don't know, and just to join up in a game. Yeah, a couple of people.
And this is what we've always said. Even if you're flying solo at an event, there's 99% sure you're going to come away from that event knowing a couple of extra lads you've got an Instagram account for them, or the Facebook, or even give them a number, or even a WhatsApp chat with them now that you just sort of grow a friendship from and be pals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easily done. It's really easily done. So yeah, that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like that patch.
It's a cool logo. I think I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, if anyone wants to drop these guys a follow, it's team_direwolves on Instagram. So, there you go. Little cheeky plug.
Shameless plug.
And there's a little bit of feedback for you as well. I'd run with you guys anytime, cracking bunch of lads. Honestly, couldn't have asked for a better bunk buddies.
Oh, bunk buddies.
Yeah, as long as Andy and his team don't start sticking socks in people's in our team's faces while they're asleep, that'd be alright.
I'm glad you said faces.
As long as it is just socks.
Yes.
It's a long story, that one. That was well.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much it in terms of comments and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if we want to talk more about the mental health side of things. To say I'm not an expert in it, and I feel kind of like I don't even know where to go with it. To be honest with you.
No, I think. Sorry, Lance, you were saying.
No, go on, mate. No,
I think the main thing for me is with mental health. If you are struggling and things are bad, talk.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a friend that you know struggling, talk to them, because that one message you send that person saying, "Hi, how are you?" Again, it sounds cliche, but it could stop them doing something really, really drastic. So please look out for your own mental health, but also look out for your buddy's mental health as well.
For sure.
You know,
and that's twice.
Yeah, and like James said, ask twice. Because James, I'm guilty of it when James messages me.
And I've done it.
Yeah, you know, I'll be like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm not. And James is quite in tune with it. And he'll know that I'm not right, and the same vice versa.
I do it. I'm guilty of that. People ask me, "You're right?" Yeah, I'm all good, mate. All good. Sound as a pound.
Yeah.
And it's the easiest answer I can give to move the conversation on, and it's probably the answer that they want to hear.
Because you know, I've been in situations where like someone's asked her, "Am I all right?" And like, how do you respond to? You know, you can't really respond and say, "Do you know what? Actually, I've had a fucking enough. I don't want to be here anymore." You know, it's because you know that other person's not going to have a proper response to that. You know, but it's at the end of the day, it's all about awareness. You know,
it is, mate. Yeah, I mean, there was a speech. I stumbled across it on YouTube, and I forgive me, I can never remember the actor's name, but he was the Harry and Lloyd in Dumb and Dumber. It's not Jim Carrey. It's the other guy.
Yeah,
and he's doing it. I can't think of his name now. He's in Speed, and he's done a couple of other bits and bobs. But he does this speech at university about why America isn't the greatest country in the world anymore. There's a little bit he says right at the end of that speech, and he says the first thing towards fixing a problem is recognising that there is one.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And that's always sort of stuck with me a little bit. That little phrase about the first step towards fixing a problem is recognising that there is one.
Yeah.
And I think that goes a long way with obviously with mental health in general, but particularly with men's mental health, is recognising, stepping back and thinking, do you know what, I need a bit of help here. You know, I think I can handle it myself, but I need to offload a bit of this. You know,
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels, that's the gentleman there. Yeah, if you've not listened to the speech, I'd highly recommend it. It's actually a very good speech he makes. I think it's
the Newsroom
drama. The Newsroom, that's the one. That's the series. Yeah. It's a very.
I don't know that. I've just googled it. I just don't want to.
Like I said, it was one of those evenings where you just fall down the rabbit warren of YouTube, and 4 hours later you're watching someone washing a duck or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just fucking what?
Yeah.
4:45 in the morning. It's like, ducks.
Just before we do come to the end, chaps, I'd like to personally thank you and Mike. I'd like to thank James again, but also to everyone that's donated towards this Milsim in a pack.
Yeah.
Again, it's massively appreciated by myself. So yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone.
No, you're more than welcome, mate. Honestly, you're more than welcome. I mean, when we first launched the idea back in March, we didn't expect. I mean, we had bits and bobs. I mean, I've got the shop in the loft here with some one or two extras, which I probably don't need, but I have. But then for the outpouring that we had from obviously like the NoFo community saying, I've got this, I've got that, I want to help, I want to give to this. This is fantastic. Yeah. That blew us away. The generosity of people, and so from me and Mike and Paul. To everyone who donated to the kit, we can't thank you enough, because obviously without their help and support, we wouldn't have been able to put all this together. It's it was a massive joint effort, and obviously it's gone to a very well-deserving person. So to you guys, I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, definitely.
Some funny stories. That's what I want.
That's the only mandatory aspect of it. You have to have some funny stories.
There's got to be,
send us some photos when you're out and about in it. That's great.
Some capers. There has to be capers.
And some blue ribbons and swish somewhere.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
say
get
you
some
just-
Swish at some point. I mean, when I see
Yes,
it, I'll make sure I have some.
The chief needs to supply some ribbons, and obviously Rage is our local Swish guy, so he'll hook you up.
Oh, Mark's asking if we're going to do a giveaway again. So there you go. Are you going to do it again? We may do it in the future. I think we'll probably do something at Christmas. To be honest with you, the giveaways, because obviously we don't make any money. So obviously I would love to just throw stuff out every episode to people because that'd be great. But obviously,
I think we've spoken about this before. That I always enjoy giving presents than receiving them. Do you know what I mean? I like seeing people's reactions when they open a gift that we get them and stuff like that. So
definitely.
yeah, I'd love to give loads of stuff away all the time, but I can't afford to. in all honesty.
Yeah.
So if you do want to help at all, then feel free to. If you want to get in touch, if you've got anything you want to sort of donate, then we can give away. Failing that, if you want to buy any of our patches, obviously none of the money we don't take a profit off of any of those. Any profit that we do make is going to purely go back into buying stuff to give away on here again. So and there's stuff about the patches and all of our posts and things.
And there is actually just quickly with that we haven't got a great deal left, have we, Mike, of the current?
No,
patch,
we are
so
starting to run out now.
if
You do want to get an order in, because otherwise I'll have to get some more, and I don't know when the next batch is going to be.
Incidentally, while you're on patches, thank you very much for the 2 patches as well, which I will be giving James one as well. Yeah, so.
No, that's cool. That's cool. They were meant to go with the bag. It's just really bad planning.
Yeah. Did Aaron and James get the nice poem or the horrible poem?
They got the nice poem.
No,
I haven't even read the poem yet. Like, we'll do after this.
Yeah,
I prefer the horrible
last
one
vote
myself.
too.
Yeah, 2 options.
We had a little vote and we went for the nice one, but
I did to think the nasty one.
there's a couple of comments I just wanted to cover. So Rage says, if you do need help, don't forget it's about your GP. All GPs can access counselling and mental health services and get you in touch with someone that can help. So that's very
Sound
important.
advice from Rage, good man.
Mike says, all I can say is we don't talk. It's not something we do, but be there for your oppos. Spot when your mates give you... Sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. Spot when your mates give you the same answer when you ask them how they are. Probe deeper. Offer that hand. Be there for each other. We all have our battles and we all deal with them differently. So,
Absolutely.
Mark's shared quite a powerful story. He said, I had a friend recently that took his own life and nobody knew. So,
Wow.
And that's the sad thing, isn't it? Is, you know, we're so wrapped up in what we do, we don't know. You know, and I'm sorry to hear that, Mark.
Yeah.
That's
Give us a call, Mark, at some point. Good to catch up.
Yeah, I need to
That's
catch
not
up
related to
tomorrow,
this.
so-
It was just good to catch up anyway. Fresh Meat just says all the love.
Absolutely, mate. Good.
Then there's loads of people offering to give us stuff to give away, basically, including Andy that said, I'll give myself away for the day. For the next one.
I'm up for that.
There you go.
Does it
He'll
come
be
with a
there with
ball
his
gag?
socks.
It just comes with one sock.
It's like the world's worst action man with his sock. Mike, I've read your message. I'll have a catch up with you later, mate.
I could just see him in like the Perspex Rapid now, just like Action Man, and just one crusty sock and a little cutout for it.
Oh, I didn't have to be crusty.
Flock 5
So we'll just flash up the Man Down Airsoft Mental Health Support group again on Facebook. I've just clicked to join myself. So yeah, looks like a good one. So if anyone wants to sort of support them,
Absolutely, yeah, it's a great page. It really is. It's very helpful.
You can get a patch from them as well. Helps
And you get a
massively
patch,
their cause as
and
well.
everyone loves a patch.
I love patches. I'll probably buy 2 or 3. Have you guys got any links that you want to share or any bits and
I
pieces?
don't. No. Maybe the group.
Aaron, what was your page again? What was your Aaron, the page that you set up, mate? What was that? What was the link to that?
So the page I set up a few months ago, and I haven't been as active on it as I'd like to be because I'm dealing with my own demons at the moment. But it's called Let's talk. Let's talk more. Yeah, let's talk more. Let's talk more is the group I've set up.
Okay.
And it's just my inbox is always open. If there's anything I can help you with, I'll help. If I don't know the answer, I'll get the answer. It's just somewhere safe, secure environment where you can come and talk to me, or you can even talk to other people on the group and offer various bits of support.
Yeah.
No, that's spot on, mate. It's just another method of support that's available to people, isn't it? So that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
No, nice one.
If you could ping me a link to that, Aaron, we'll share that on our Facebook page as well. The only one I can find at the moment is a person who lives in Francistown, Botswana.
I'm definitely not in
I'm
Botswana.
guessing isn't you.
We're in Botswana. It's a bit cold. It's a long way to a Milsim event as well.
So yeah, ping us a link to that, and we can post that one up for you as well.
Yeah, I've just done that, Mike. I've
Nice
just sent it in the group chat. I've just done
Cool.
that.
And then yeah, obviously there's the Team Direwolves Instagram. Just flash that one up again.
Guys.
Quickly. There you go.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, it's all share and share alike. So
Yeah.
and of course, if anyone wants to get in touch with us at all, even if it's just for a chat, Lance, Paul, and I are always available. Well, I say always available. You can email us at nofochat@hotmail.com. Instagram is November_Foxtrot_Nofo. Facebook is November Foxtrot Nofo, and YouTube is November Foxtrot. So
Good
there you
lad.
go. We'll leave those up as well. Yeah, we'll be posting loads of links and stuff over the next week for these as well. So for the various groups and stuff. So
Yeah.
cool. Well, thanks ever so much for coming on, guys. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank
to meet you.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
No,
Wonderful
good having
to
you
see
boys
you
on.
guys,
It's been
everyone.
great to finally talk to
Yeah.
the recipient and the nominator.
I'm sure we'll get to meet again in person at some point.
Absolutely, yes, definitely, mate. Yeah, we definitely need to sort something out. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Sort of link
Yeah,
up. Yeah,
definitely.
that'd be good. Defo.
Cool. And I'm going to leave it on Mark's point. Anybody feeling down, reach out. There's someone to listen.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's,
Yeah.
and I think that's the key thing from tonight is just talk and ask.
Yeah.
That one little thing. Are you all right? And ask it twice, like Aaron and James have said. So double check.
100%.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks again for coming. Join us next week. We'll be doing our what's it called? Meet and greet.
Meet and greet.
Okay, our meet and greet episodes. So yeah, until then,
you made
you
that
guys
up
want
quick,
to say
didn't
goodbye? Shut up.
Yeah, it's called meet and greet. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys say goodbye.
Operator.
Shut up.
Sorry. All right.
No, everyone.
Good night, chaps.
Cool.
Again, thanks
See you
for
later.
everything.
See you later, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care,
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Bye.